Greetings YouTube, this is Toy Customizer Wakeangel 2001 bringing you a review of something a little bit out of my comfort zone. It's a Call of Duty Mega Bloks kit, the Platoon Patrol. Now I really don't care anything for Call of Duty. I don't own any Call of Duty games, I've never played any Call of Duty games, and but check out these minifigures. This kind of caught my attention in the store because despite the fact that this is a minifigure, only slightly taller than something you get from a Lego set, he actually has articulation to rival a much larger figure, like a 6-inch. So, since this kit comes with 5 of these dudes, I figured, hey, this could be pretty cool to check out. So, let's go ahead and, you know, do that. Oh, by the way, these coordinates here, 45.476 degrees north, 73.694 degrees west. I put it into Google, it's just someplace in Quebec, up in Canada. I don't know why random coordinates from a place in Canada are going to be on the front of a Call of Duty box. I mean, somebody that plays Call of Duty, is there like a scene that takes place somewhere in Canada? Because with this scene on the box and the barbed wire, I thought that this was something in the European theater from World War II. Why would there be coordinates from Canada? Of course, somebody who plays the game will probably be able to fill me in, so if those coordinates make any sense to you, let me know. Okay, so here's the contents of the box. You get the one minifigure who is standing in the window. We'll talk more about him later, but I gotta admire his little detail. He has little painted-in eyes and even a painted beard. For a minifigure, that is amazing attention to detail. And he has a really good sculpt too for something that's a minifigure. I mean, yeah, that's collector grade. There's also the instruction sheet and a baggie full of parts. I'm not going to do the assembly on camera because, well, I don't really think people would want to see me do a build video. But, you know, if you guys want to see me do like, I guess we'll call them W builds, then let me know. Because I've only done a couple, like when I built those model kits of the robot and the biplane. I'm not sure how people respond to those, considering what they expect to see in my channel. But, you know, just let me know, okay? For now, I'm going to build it off-screen. Oh, for the record, I just wanted to point out how neat it is that the little dudes come individually packaged in their own baggies. This way you don't mix their parts up with whatever else the Mega Bloks kit has. There's also a specialty piece, which is this bit of barbed wire. It's a flexible material, like a spring. And then you have their accessories. We'll get into that when we talk about the minifigures. Okay, on to building. So, with about 20 to 25 minutes of building time, this is the end result. You get 5 highly detailed little minifigures, and a little base. It's a scene with some barbed wire, fence, and some sandbags. Let's see. I'll just get the little minifigures out of the way so you can appreciate the little scenery. I pegged that one guy on, so I'm not gonna go messing around with him here. Yeah. It's not bad. It looks good. They use a lot of flat planks so that it actually looks like wood. And aside from the sandbags and the barbed wire, there aren't that many specialty parts, so yeah. And remember, Mega Bloks are compatible with Lego, so it's a perfectly serviceable little scene. And then you got the little minifigures themselves. Of course, this may not seem like a very big parts count, but that's because there are a ton, and I mean a whole bunch of little accessories. So let's talk about the minifigures and their accessories now. Here are the accessories. You get 3 flak jackets, 3 backpacks, 2 rifles, and that's a little bipod that keeps the rifle in a sniping position. You get 2 of those. I just connected one to show how it works. You get 2 automatic guns, well, machine guns. And notice that there's actually different paint deco. One of the machine guns is all gray, while the other one has brown bits painted on to look like wood parts. Same for the rifles. One looks like it's made out of wood, and one looks like it's all metal. You also have a little flashlight, binoculars, extra pouches, a little holster looking thing, a canteen, a knife, Batman's utility belt, a shovel, and one more little pouch. So yeah, that's quite a big accessory loadout, and it's a significant part of the parts count for this set. So you probably, let me get one of these little minifigure dudes in here, and you can probably see that there's something that looks like squarish little pegs on a lot of this stuff. And if you look at the back of some of the other things, you see squarish little holes. Can you tell I'm not using my tripod in this video? Trying something a little bit different here. So yeah, this is the medical minifigure dude, and according to the box art, Batman's utility belt is supposed to go on him. I suppose that's where he keeps his little medical supplies. So you see, the minifigure's waist has this belt, which has 2 of those little pegs sticking out, and you just take the little thingy and you put it on the thingy. Come on, thing on the thing. There we go. And see? Now he's wearing the little thingy. And he has another clip-me-do on the side, supposedly so you could put another accessory on there, like, say, one of the pouches. Okay. If you want to put a backpack on them, he has a little round hole in his back. And there's a round peg on the back of the backpacks. So you just shove the backpack onto his back, which isn't as easy to do one-handed as you might think. And there you go. Now he has a backpack. And the backpack itself has those little peg things too. So I could say take a water canteen and clip that onto the backpack. And fail at it because I'm not able to see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. And now he has a canteen on his backpack. So yeah, that's a really, really nice little play pattern. It's customizable, and it really adds a building aspect to the minifigures themselves. That's really, really impressive. And well, I guess I'm going to have to break out my tripod for this next part, because I'm going to be talking about the minifigure's articulation. Oh wait, before I talk about the articulation, I should probably talk about these flak jackets. Let's get medical guy out of the way for just a moment. The flak jackets would go on pretty simply. You just take one of your dudes, and you gotta pop his head off to make some room. Then you take the flak jacket and simply slip it over his torso. It actually wedges itself in place because the torso and it are shaped like complementing parts. One's concave and one's convex. Then you stick his little ball jointed head back on, and now you have a guy wearing a flak jacket. And he has 2 little clip-me-doos in the front of the flak jacket, and his belt still has 2 clip-me-doos otherwise. And he can still fit a backpack on there, assuming the peg's long enough. Okay, so now let's do a breakdown of their articulation. So when fully, So between their hands and all the little ports on their bodies, you can actually get every single accessory onto the 5 dudes, so there's no parts left over. And they don't look overly cluttered when doing so. In fact, I could probably fit more stuff on the medical guy if I wanted. Also, I really like how they use paint to actually vary the guys up. Their eyes are painted white and have little pupils, and 2 of the guys even have facial hair. There he goes. I put one dude in a sniper pose just to mess around, although I'm kind of cheating because he's not actually holding the gun that way. But yeah, each guy looks unique enough, despite the fact that they all have essentially the same sculpt. And between the way that you can put the accessories on them, like this dude has the shovel and a backpack on, but it's not making him back heavy. The only flaw is with the machine guns, the way the stock goes back like that clips into the arm, so there's really no effective way for them to look like they're holding them right. It's either going to be tilted inwards or tilted outwards. That's a minor nitpick though. I think everything on these guys still looks great. The sculpt is nice and crisp. The accessories fit them very well. You can put accessories on them without making them look overloaded, and it's just really a really good set. The dudes look great. This is the kind of accessory loadout and ability to carry accessories that I would expect from much larger figures. The fact that you can do it for minifigures that are barely 2 inches tall, it's really impressive. So, let's get the guys out of the way, and I'll get the most lightly kitted guy out, the medical dude, so we can do a breakdown of his articulation. So let's zoom in just a little bit. Okay, his head is on a ball joint, so you can have him tilted and look up, look down, turn. He can do all that stuff. He also has a waist joint. And there's actually little pegs in his torso which prevent you from turning his waist around 180 degrees. So his waist is actually intentionally given a human-like range of movement rather than just being a spinny waist. His shoulders are universal, so they go out like this. And these aren't ball joints. This is a universal joint. It's a swivel on a peg, which is really great. I've never seen that on a figure this size. And his elbow joint is the same way. It's a 90-degree swivel, which is built onto a peg that allows for a bicep swivel. And he has a peg wrist. That's really good. That is amazingly good. The hips are on ball joints. The left leg is a little bit hindered because I put the Bowie knife there. But the ball joints are kind of limited. It's about as far out as they go. Compared to the shoulder joints, they're not all that great. But still, this ball joint is actually common on Mega Bloks minifigures. So actually, this whole leg is pretty common for some Mega Bloks minifigures, especially the Halo ones. He just has a 90-degree swivel at the knee and a ball jointed hip. So the legs are actually pretty light on articulation compared to everything else, but still, that's above average for a minifigure. In fact, this whole thing is actually on par with, like I said, the articulation you find in these guys is on par with something you'd find on a 4 or 6 inch figure. In fact, I don't even know of many 4 inch figures that have this sort of articulation. So it's actually pretty darn impressive. Really impressive. I'm guessing since this is a Call of Duty set, they're expecting that since the typical fan of Call of Duty is going to be a little bit older, they're going to improve the articulation loadout because you expect older fans are going to want more articulated figures. I mean, that's the way that toys are, right? In fact, let's get a nice side-by-side comparison, okay?